Walden, and this is my final project. The goal of my project is to write a Python code via command line that will help a user efficiently find the names, addresses, and telephone numbers of clients, friends, or family. The functionality of this project will allow the users to search a text file, create a text file, open a text file, or exit the program. The user will then be able to take the text from a text file and search, modify, add, or delete an entry. First, I'll go over the source code and then give a quick demo of how the entire program works. Most of the code is somewhat repetitive, but to start out, I've created two functions, the print menu function and the main menu function, right here. Once the user has made their selection in the main menu, they will then move forward to the print menu function where they will make a selection depending on what task they are trying to complete. So once they've opened a file, the open file menu will open, and then they can choose to add a new contact, search for a contact, modify a contact, delete a contact, read the entire address book, or just close the file. Next, I implemented a while loop that will display the main menu function and prompt the user to enter their choice. Depending on the selection they choose, they'll be prompted to do something. Next, I created three functions for adding to the address book. I created the add name function, the add address function, and the add phone number function. This allows the user to add a name, address, or phone number and write it to the address book text file. Next, the user can read the entire address book and can also choose to read it in ascending or descending order. Right here. While writing this code, I found that the biggest obstacle I faced was the ASCII art. While it's only 2 lines of code, I have never worked with ASCII art before, so I had to do some research to figure it out. Overall, this final project was a good refresher for me because I haven't wrote Python code since I took Computer Science 1 in 2018. So this is just a preview of the entire source code. And this is the ASCII art code. It was only 2 lines, but once I figured it out, it wasn't that bad. Okay, so now I'll do a quick demo of how the entire program works. Okay, so first thing you'll see is the file access menu, and you'll be asked to search a file, create a file, open a file, or exit. I'm going to go ahead and search a file. I'm going to search a file that I know is not there, and it's going to tell me the file does not exist, so the next step would be to create a file. So I'm going to enter 2, and I'm going to create that file. And then you can see right here that the file was created. I'm going to work within the address book text file, so I'm going to open a file by entering 3 and type in addressbook.txt, and then the open file menu is displayed on the screen, and then I have the option to add a new contact, search for a contact, modify a contact, delete a contact, read the entire address book, or close the file. So I'm going to go ahead and add a new contact by entering 1, and I'm going to enter my name to add to the address book. Then I'm going to enter my address. And then I'm going to enter my phone number. Alright, and then that should have added to the address book, and we can check that by searching for a contact. We'll enter 2 to do that. And then it's going to ask for the name that you're searching for, so I'll enter my name to make sure that that was added. And then you can see right here that it was successfully added to the the address book. Next, we can modify contacts, and when you enter 3 to do that, it's going to ask what you want to modify. You can modify the contact name, contact address, or contact phone. I'm going to do all 3 for the sake of this demo. So first I'll enter 1, and it's going to ask for the name you want to modify, and I'll just modify my name. I'm going to change my name, update my name to Taylor Smith, and then it should have updated, but I'm going to go ahead and modify again and change the address. So I'm going to enter 2, and it's going to enter the address you want to modify. So I'll type in enter, and then it's going to ask for the new address. So I'm going to enter a new address. And then enter, and then I'll do it one more time, and it's going to ask to enter 3, and then it says enter the phone you want to modify. So I'll enter the phone number. And then I'm going to enter the new phone number. And then press enter. All this should have updated, and we'll check this by reading the entire address book. Enter 5 to do that. And then you can see that there was already some entries in there. And then you can see right here that it went from, where's that? Oh, it went from this to this. So it did change and it did update. And then you have the option, okay. And then you have the option to read the address book in ascending or descending order. So we'll just go ahead and do it in ascending. And then you can see that it is in alphabetical order. So now we can delete a contact. So we'll press 4, enter the name we want to delete. I'll enter my name, the one I just changed. Okay, and then it's going to show you the remaining entries. And so you can see that my name is now gone entirely. And then just to show that you can also read it in descending order, I'm going to enter 5 again to read the entire address book. And then press D, enter D for descending. And then you can see now that it's in descending order. Lastly, I will enter 6 to close the file, and the file has closed successfully, and then that just kind of terminates the entire program. This is my final project, so thank you.